I'm back! That sounded a little creepy. Hi everybody. I'm sorry I took such a long break from doing these videos, but I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. But I'm super excited to be back, and I'm actually going to be making two videos this week. One, obviously, now on this week's topic, and one maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, about the last couple topics that I have missed. So this week, we're talking about Gets Better Project, and I have to say I agree a lot with what Jeffrey said earlier this week, that while this project um, has a really great idea behind it, I think that the kids that are, ready to kill themselves, that whose lives are really at risk, who are spending every day getting the shit beat out of them, mentally, physically, verbally, by their peers, by their families, by their communities, they need action. They need laws. They need solutions now. And while it's nice to hear from people who have made it really far, people who you look up to, telling you that it's going to get better, that kind of that doesn't change anything for you now. You know, you can only suffer through so much. I think we there needs to be more action. Um, Plus, on a personal level, I really dislike Dan Savage, and a lot that he has to say, um, especially about bisexual people, who he does not seem to particularly care for, um, which he has stated in lectures and interviews, and he was even in this really awful documentary called By the Way, talking about how he doesn't think young people who identify as bisexual kind of know what they're talking about. I mean, how could he says things like, "Yeah, I thought I was bisexual at that age too," and he's even given advice to people to not mess around with bisexual people, and that bisexual people should just date other bisexual people. So I'm not really cool with someone uh, who is very discriminatory against an entire faction of the queer community. He's also been very transphobic at times. To be leading this kind of project, at the heart of this project, I see no bad intentions. None. I mean, telling kids that their lives will get better and they should be allowed to see that is, of course, a great thing. But I think when you're saying these things, you can't then turn around and say biphobic, transphobic things. I mean, what kind of message does that send to those kids? That their lives aren't going to get better, or that you don't think their lives are going to get better? Like, I think if you're going to send out that kind of message of equality, it has to be everywhere for everyone. And it really needs to lead to more solid action. Um, I think that really needs to be a focal point. Action. Um, and making things happen now for those kids. Um, so that's what I have to say about that. So you'll be hearing from me again very, very soon. And I'm back, and I'm really excited to be back. Have a great weekend, everybody.